Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com, and this is another Click Look video where we quickly look at various art books and magazines. And Dave the Dragon, he's helping us with this one. Well, he's helping us with the ImagineFX magazines from the year 2008. And today we're getting into this one, which is issue number 32 for the month of July 2009. No, it's not. 2008. But before we get into it, look, I've just had a little look at the next issue, which we'll be looking at next week. I'm sure that's Evangelion, so I'm excited for that as well. And also, look at the next one after that. Yeah. So, I've got to say something. This year has been beautiful covers. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go and have a look at this one. Sci-Fi Special. So last week we had this one, which was a comic book special. Well, it was supposed to be, but there wasn't really that much comic book stuff in it. But so far my favourite covers have been these two, which was, well, March and April. And I'm thinking it's going to be, this one's my favourite. So the question is, can this one beat that as my favourite cover of the year? So this is going to be a sci-fi special. So the back cover looks like that, which is quite cool. The front cover looks like, ooh, that's interesting. I can still say that this is going to be my favourite cover, but I'm quite liking that. Look, you've got like sort of, almost makes me think that these are like 4D shapes, because that arm there is her arm, but it could also be her arm. That's quite a trippy one, that's still my favourite cover though. That's what I'm thinking. And it's quite weird, isn't it? That's a nice cover as well. That's like Blade Runner. I wasn't expecting that as a cover though, because I thought it was going to be sci-fi. I really like that. David Dragon's going to get us in. Oh look, presenting the Sci-Fi Art Masters, HR Giga. And there's our little editor Rob. I don't know, they've changed the layout on this one, look. Welcome to this very special issue of ImagineFX. I'm hugely excited to be featuring a legend such as HR Giga. His work on Alien is obviously a high point. Well, I've not heard of this artist before, but I've probably seen their stuff. But I like that they've started with this, because it's almost like they've made this bloke here the star of the show. Oh, cool. Well, if you're into your... look at that. How cool is that? If you're into your aliens, this is going to be brilliant. That's crazy, that is. The legacy of I don't know whether this bloke's died or something. This was 15 years ago, this was. Oh, did they do the cover? Because that's very much like... that's very much like that. It's interesting. Look at that for a character. That's a bit like Gen 13 characters with their super long legs. Creating a Giga inspired illustration. Ah, they must be like based off of the aliens or something. Like an alien human hybrid. God, this issue is properly dedicated to this bloke. I'm wondering whether the back's going to be upside down. Oh no, I was wondering whether we were going to get two issues in one sort of thing. So we had 19 pages of HR Giga stuff. And now we've got the getting into the... hey look, he's still there, look. Sci-Fi Masters. FX Pose section. I like that one. That reminds me of something like from the Grimm Fairy Tales comics. Look. Oh yeah. Sexy. I like the way her foot's. Here we go, look. Something straight out of Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli. I always like it when a piece of artwork makes you rotate it. I've always enjoyed that. It's like the artwork becomes a sort of like a physical thing somehow. That's something I'd like to sketch in my sketchbook, copy it and sketch it. Nice shapes. It's like Assassin's Creed. Like an Assassin's Creed zombie. Yeah, that'd be a good game, wouldn't it? Assassin's Creed with zombies. No, that's Ponyo. Was it Ponyo? Yeah, Ponyo. That's it. Ponyo. The fishy. Letters. Oh, these are nice hands. The artist Q&A. They've stopped doing this one, this section. I always thought to myself that section was always a bit too long. This is the traditional art. Look, that's like Discworld. Reminds me of Discworld. That's cool. Look, we've got Dragon. David Dragon's mate. Yay, that's one of the covers from last year. Or maybe even yeah, it was last year I think. That was one of my favourite covers, that was. Beautiful. This is a classic image from issue 15 it is. I love that. We're into the workshops now, look. More dragons. Look, they're trying to contain that, but they ain't got a chance. Creating an environment from chaos. I'm not really into my environments. That's like the one from a previous issue where there was a robin with fairy or like angel wings. I wonder if it's the same artist. Probably is, I think. Because it's got the vibe about it. This is the anatomy workshops they've been doing. How to draw heads. Huh. Turn it into basic shapes. Tips on sci-fi landscapes. Oh yeah. Core drawing. What's this about? Shows you how to pin down core drawing skills and start building a methodical way of working. Oh, this would be a good article to study. I love the line art one. I like the line art version. And next week looks like horrific art. We're gonna have some scary stuff in the next week. which would be nice. I was hoping it was going to be a manga special though, because we've got that on the back cover. What's this here, like? The Purifier. That's a cool image. It's not really my sort of thing though. I can still see it's amazing, but it's not my. I'm not into. Hey, they did put it upside down. I did think to myself whether they would have. Hey, apple seed, look. So basically, they did put. I know what they've done. What they've done here, which is quite a nice thing. Obviously, the first artist they're looking into is HR Giga. And then the second artist they're going to look into, is Sid Mead. Or something. Sid Mead. Oh, that's quite a nice way of doing it. This reminds me a slightly little bit of the Lowish special that they did for 2023. What happened was Lowish, the artist Lowish, took over the entire issue. It's a little bit like that. So this artist here is more into like, I would say the other one was more into like creatures, sort of sci-fi creatures. This one seems to be more about the environments. So I actually prefer the other one, the Ginga bloke. I like that though. Blade Runner. I remember playing that Blade Runner game on the PC. Absolutely loved that game, I did. It was like a point and click game. And that's it, we finished with that. Well, what I liked most about this one was the way they sort of like dedicated large parts of the issue to two different artists. It feels nice when they do that, because to me it feels like you can feel the love they've got for the artists. But I would still say that's my favourite. That was one of my favourite issues as well, that one. I do hope you enjoyed this one though, and next week we got this. So apparently there's going to be horrifying art in this one. But I love that. I can't wait to. I want to see this one, the workshop for this one. But I've actually seen that art. I've seen that before somewhere. But this was issue number 32 of the ImagineFX magazine for July 2008. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you later for another one.